Today we are going to continue to solve comparison problems. Calvin's sister travels 4 times as far to college as he travels. How far does Calvin travel to college? Well, we hear the term 4 times as far. So we know that we either need to multiply or divide. Since Calvin's sister travels 4 times as far, we know that Calvin's sister travels further than Calvin. Calvin's sister travels 192 miles to college. Therefore, we need to divide. So, if we look over here, it says the number of miles Calvin's sister travels, or 192 miles, is 4 times as far as Calvin's travels. The multiplication equation that we're going to use to find the number of miles Calvin travels to college is 192 equals 4 times m, or 192 divided by 4. So if we have to divide 192 by 4, we're going to set up our algorithm, and our answer would be 48 miles. When working on comparison problems, read them through carefully and think about who travels further or who grows further, and make a list. Then you have to decide whether you need to add, subtract, multiply, or divide to solve the comparison. Let's do the guided practice together. Calvin's sister travels 3 times as far to college as his friend travels to college. We need to write and solve a related multiplication and division equation to find how far Calvin's friend travels to college. Well, if we can remember from the previous page, Calvin's sister, I'm going to put CS, travels 192 miles to go to college. If she travels 3 times as far, we know Calvin's sister is going to travel further than Calvin's friend. So, since she travels 3 times further, we need to divide 192 by 3 to get our answer of how far Calvin's friend travels. I'm going to use t as my variable. To write this as a multiplication problem, we're going to say 3 times t, how far his friend travels, equals 192 miles. So I'm going to divide 192 divided by 3. Well, I know 3 goes into 19 6 times. 3 times 6 is 18. Going to subtract, bring down my 2, and 3 goes into 12. 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. So t is going to equal 64 miles. I'm just going to use an m for miles. Let's look at number 2. It says, complete the comparison sentence. Find the value of the variable that makes the sentence true. If 3 times m equals 48, then m equals 48 divided by 3. So let's divide. I know 3 goes into 4 at once. 3 times 1 is 3. Subtract, bring down your 8. 3 goes into 18 6 times. 3 times 6 is 18. So 3 times as many as 16 is 48, and our answer is 16. There should actually be an m here, not a 3, and not a 16. So 3 times as many as m is 48, and m equals 16.